The WNBA season and the conversation around the WNBA right now has taken a whirlwind. Teresa Weatherspoon has been fired. Is NaLyssa Smith leaving the Indiana Fever? Caitlin Clark's Rookie of the Year announcement has been leaked, but the WNBA has said nothing about it. How much do you guys hate her? We're going to talk about that and much more right after the intro. All right, what's up, boys, girls, he's, she's, they, them, we's, or whatever you choose to identify as? Welcome to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish, and welcome to another episode. Okay, my goodness, everybody's coming in. Come on in. If you are new here, please make sure you subscribe to the W360 if you're watching live or if you're watching the playback. If you're a returning subscriber and viewer, thank you so much for supporting, okay? What's up, AJ? What's up, RC? What's up, Lauren? What's up, Sade? What's going on? Don't turn around. What's up, Charlie B? My goodness, it's a lot to talk about. I mean, the Indiana Fever season has ended, but a lot has begun. I don't know if the WNBA, what the agenda that's been sent out, but to me, it just sounds like, let's just be victims. Everybody's a victim. Everybody's so scared and a victim. This is a Caitlin Clark smear campaign. We're going to get into it. We're definitely going to get into it. B. Harris says, did they make the Rookie of the Year announcement? No, but we're going to get into it, guys. Thank you, Tim. CJ, loving you from Germany. Thank you so much. Thank you. Before we get into it, guys, if you have not shopped the W360, make sure you shop the W360, okay? www.shopthew360.com. Celebrate Caitlin Clark getting Rookie of the Year. The site sold out yesterday, I think, but I have restocked it. So if you haven't copped your White Jesus shirt, cop it. Let the world know that Caitlin Clark is White Jesus and wear it unapologetically. Make sure you shop the Shut Your Pie Hole shirts as well, okay? Make sure shop the W360.com. Oh, my goodness. Let's go ahead and talk about it. What's up, Cindy? What's up, Cindy? Let's start right here. Teresa Weatherspoon has been fired. Chicago Sky fans are in a frenzy. They have let Teresa Weatherspoon go. They let her coach for 5 minutes and they said, no, we'll move on. My goodness, Teresa Weatherspoon hasn't even fully moved into her office yet. And she's out of there. Chicago put out a statement. After careful consideration, we have decided it is in the best interest of the organization to part ways with head coach Teresa Weatherspoon. We are deeply appreciative of Coach Teaspoon's contributions to the Chicago Sky and the energy and passion she brought to the head coaching role. We thank her for her inspiring and competitive. They got that wrong. We thank her for inspiring a competitive, resilient spirit across the team synonymous with Chicago Sky basketball, we remain steadfastly committed to being a playoff and championship contender every year, and we will be embarking on a thorough search for our next head coach. Teaspoon will always be a part of the Skytown family, and we wish her the very best. Everybody get your jackets. It's a cold, cold world. It's a cold, cold world. Now, a lot of people are upset. I know Shanae said on ESPN today that, or Sports Center, whatever show Shanae's on, they're saying across the league, she didn't have enough time. Why did they get rid of her so fast? Angel Reese loves Teresa Weatherspoon. She connected with the players so well. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to be completely honest as far as why I think Teresa Weatherspoon is fired. Chicago Sky fans, you can like it or not. They fired Teresa Weatherspoon because she ran this team like some inner city AAU squad. That's why they fired her. They took one look at this season and said, no, go. Get out of my town. Get out of town. You got fired, Teresa, because you were chasing a record for Angel Reese. You were chasing a double-double record instead of chasing wins. There is no way this season that you shouldn't have been playing through Camila Cardoso. But no, you want to keep playing through Angel Reese, who she just wasn't giving it that season. But I be damned if the white girl outplays Angel Reese. You got caught up in all of that, and you lost ball game after ball game after ball game that you could have won, but you were concerned about Angel Reese and her getting her double-double so the white girl doesn't get Rookie of the Year, and all of this backfired in your face. Not only is Angel Reese not getting Rookie of the Year, you lost your job. Instead of you being a coach and running this team, no one is saying that you had to be perfect this season. We watched the team, but this team should have made the playoffs. This entire Chicago Sky team was a mess. A dirty diaper mess. And it's your fault. You should have suspended Kennedy Carter on multiple occasions. You did it. You encouraged them. And they told you to get out of their town. That's what happened, Teresa. That's what happened. You weren't a coach. You were a motivational speaker. That's all you were. A preacher. Seriously. This team should have made the playoffs this season, not Atlanta. Atlanta stinks, but y'all weren't stinkier than Atlanta. You guys should have gotten the 8th spot, but you didn't because you got caught up in the Angel Reese train. You rode it too long. I mean, this was a mess. This entire season was a mess. How bad was it? Marina Mabry is begging to get out like a murderer in jail, just begging to get out. Dana Evans begging to get out. They knew what was going on. You didn't care about winning. You just was trying to beat Caitlin Clark. You encouraged this mess. Kennedy Carter being a fool. You didn't try to give Angel Reese any type of media training. Nothing. Nothing. And you lost your job. There was no way. You should have played You should have played through Camila Cardoso a lot more than you did. You should have. Thank you for the super chat, Jay Chitty. Tried to be their friend and not a coach. That's exactly what was happening. They're getting a real coach in there. These ticket prices are going up. There's more eyes on the league. That means you need to present a better product. No one's going to pay $400 or $500 to come out and watch that mess. Get her out of town. Get her out of town. After about 4 games, you should have saw we can't play through Angel Reese. No. We're going to lose ball game after ball game trying to play through Angel Reese. Play through Camila. Now, seems to me that the WNBA, they're making some changes. I hope the next stop on the change tour is Indiana. Do the same thing. Fire Christy Sides, send Christy Sides and Teresa Weatherspoon to wherever else. Send them off together. Sweep. It's a WNBA sweep happening. Get them out of town. You don't want to put basketball first. You don't want to put a polished, nice product on the floor. Get out of town. They're starting with Teresa, and I hope it sends a message. The new fans are here. People want to see good quality basketball. You shut your pie hole and coach, and you put a good quality product on the floor. The new fans are here. We're not going anywhere. The new fans are here. Deal with it. Sweep. Go be their friends somewhere else. Chicago should have made the playoffs. Chicago Sky should have made the playoffs. This was on you, Teresa. No one's going to wait around for 2 to 3 years for you to wait on Angel Reese to get better. Angel Reese doesn't care. She don't care. She don't care. No one's going to wait 2 to 3 years for you to figure it out. Get out of town. Sent Kurt Miller from L.A. on his way. Kurt Miller fumbled Rickea Jackson. Don't know why he wasn't playing Zaya Cook. Get out of town. LA possibly is getting Paige Beckers next year. You think we're going to wait around for you to fumble the product? Gentrify the league. Get these coaches out of my town. Get these refs. Sayonara. A lot of these players, sayonara. It's a new sheriff in town. Get them out. Polish up this league. Seriously. And I think like during the season as well, like one of Teresa's assistant coaches quit or something like that. Like what is happening in Chicago? Sky. Good. Sky fans, you guys should have demanded better anyway. I know y'all love her because she's black. I know. But take your feelings out of it. She did an awful job this year. Tanisha Wright, too, in Atlanta. Get her out of town. Now, word is that Sheryl Swoopes may be Chicago's next head coach. Shirley, listen. I don't think that's what you want to do, Shirley. I think her emotions would be way too involved to be a head coach. She wouldn't care about any game in that season but Indiana. Can you picture Caitlin Clark scoring 45 points against Chicago Sky as Sheryl Swoopes is the head coach? I would walk from Texas to Chicago or Indiana. It wouldn't even matter. I'm on the first thing smoking out of Texas to go see that game. I got to see that in person. I don't care how much. I would have to go see that. I would have to go see this game in person, live and in color. I can see Sheryl Swoopes right now running on the court to trip her up or something. Sheryl Swoopes, girl, do not take that job. Don't take it. It's going to be too much of a distraction to your team, Shirley. Don't take that job. It's a rumor, but I wouldn't be shocked. Nothing is shocking me anymore about this league. Nothing shocks me. Nothing. Prayers for Teresa Weatherspoon. You know, you never want to see anyone lose their job. I'm not celebrating, for the people that watch and want to criticize everything I say. I'm not celebrating a black woman losing their job. It's nothing like that. But I wasn't shocked. She did a horrendous job this season. Angel Reese released a statement after Teresa Weatherspoon I thought I put it up here. Angel Reese released a statement, guys, after Teresa Weatherspoon news was out. She says, here, let me pull it up 1 second. I guess Angel Reese didn't know. She didn't see it coming. Angel Reese says, I'm heartbroken. I'm literally lost for words knowing what this woman meant to me in such a pivotal point in my life. She was the only person that believed in me, the one that trusted me. Many don't even know what it's like to be a black woman in sports when nobody believes in you. You had a tough job. All the crazy circumstances that we went through this year, and when your back was against the wall, you always delivered. I came to Chicago because of you. You were an unsung hero in my life. We built a relationship in a short amount of time that will last forever. I'll never question God why he brings people in my life and takes them away from me in the capacity that I need them. But I've always believed everyone is in your life for a reason and a season. You were the best reason and season. You didn't deserve this, but I can't thank you enough. I love you, Teaspoon. Typical, if you really like your coach and your coach ends up getting fired, it sucks. I've been there before, sucks. One of the things that had me scratching my head about this was when she said, I came to Chicago because of you. Angel was drafted to Chicago. If Teresa Weatherspoon wasn't there, what was you going to do at the draft? Say, no, I'll take the next pick? You were drafted. So I was a little confused about that. But nonetheless, looks like the people in the front office are saying, sayonara. Get your coat, folks. It's a cold, cold world. Chicago Sky fans, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Self-made Reach, what's up, Reach? Says Angel capping on that part. I saw a few people on social media saying that Angel is full of, and I'm like, why do people think Angel? They look pretty genuine to me, like they were really close. So I don't, if Teresa Weatherspoon didn't care if they won or lost, long as Angel get hers. So I would think that she's upset. I would think that she's upset. Hopefully they can get a coach in there who's not emotionally involved, just wants to win. Get a guy. Get a man that just wants to win. You don't have these weird pregame press conferences. Do you remember that? Her and Becky Hammond and that weird interaction before. Sweep them out. Sweep them out. Sweep them out. This is just weird. It's just weird. When Kennedy, Carter, Goldberg speared White Jesus, Teresa Weatherspoon was trying to kind of look for the camera like, but you could tell she was kind of like, there you go. See, good job. You know, it was just weird. Get him out. Get him out of town. Get him out of town. Seriously. So best of wishes to Teresa Weatherspoon. I'll be interested in seeing who they bring in as their next coach. I hope Chicago Sky fans, I hope you all are excited for your new coach. Mark Jackson to Fever. Did Cardoso tweet anything about it? Cardoso hasn't had anything to say. Cardoso may be back in Brazil. She may be back in Brazil. Cardoso has nothing to say. I haven't seen anything that she has had or that she said as of yet. Cardoso was probably sick of that mess too. I mean, it was so many games where I was watching and I was like, why is Cardoso on the bench? Seriously. All right. Where do I want to go to next? Let's talk about the smear campaign that is happening to Caitlin Clark. And that's exactly what it is, a smear campaign. You all of a sudden have this agenda and this narrative being pushed that Caitlin Clark, her fans are so racist. They're ruining the atmosphere. They're yelling racist things to the players. I think I've said this before, but if you listen to the media and what's being pushed, you would think that there are burning crosses in these players' yards and people are throwing nooses on the court. I mean, you would really think so, the way they're talking. This is a smear campaign because the WNBA hates that White Jesus came into this league and took it over. Seriously, all of a sudden, players are coming out talking about just how awful the racism and all of this anger and hate is spewed at them. Let's take a listen at a couple of, at what Alyssa Thomas had to say. And then I want to come back. Let's listen at Alyssa Thomas.
From each tip-off to the final whistle, the Sun have been locked in, professional, and taking care of business. What does it say to the professionality of this team that you've been able to shut out the noise?
Honestly, it's been a lot of nonsense. I think in my 11-year career, I've never experienced the racial comments from the Indiana Fever fan base. We had her face on a serious matter that happened in this world, and it's unacceptable, honestly. And there's no place for it, and we've been professional throughout the whole entire thing, but I've never been called the things that I've been called on social media, and there's no place for it. And basketball is headed in a great direction, but no, we don't want fans that are going to degrade us and call us racial names. I mean, we already see what's happening in the world and what we have to deal with in that aspect. And we come to play basketball for our job and it's fun, but we don't want to go to work every day and have social media blown up over things like that. It's uncalled for, and something needs to be done, whether it's them checking their fans or this league checking. There's no time for it anymore.
One, Alyssa Thomas, you're one of the most violent players in this league. All you do is bully and push people over. Aren't you the same one that choke slammed Angel Reese out of the air and threw her to the ground? just run around and hurt people on the court. What are you talking about? Now, this is after the same game that one of Connecticut's Sun fans had to be checked for yelling obscene things to white Jesus. Why don't you check your fan base? Are you outraged about that? No, you're not. You are a hypocrite. All of you are hypocrites. And what's interesting to me, they had Connecticut Sun practicing for the playoffs at a community center. Literally 24 hours before their first playoff game, the Connecticut Sun are finishing practice on a half court to share space with a community center event. And from my understanding, someone told me that they had to get off the court because it was a 6-year-old's birthday party. They made your team get off the court because of a birthday party. A 6-year-old's birthday party. So Chuck E. Cheese, literally Chuck E. Cheese, gets the court before they care about you practicing. And instead of you talking about that, what's happening to you in real life, the fact that you have to get off the court for Chuck E. Cheese and Cinderella before your playoff game, you go into your press conference and talk about Caitlin Clark fans. You can't make this stuff up. This is happening to you in real life, Alyssa. Y'all hate Caitlin Clark so much that you don't care that you have to get off the court for Chuck E. Cheese. You'd rather talk about Caitlin Clark. Why don't you advocate your anger is misdirected, NaLyssa, all of you? You see how dumb y'all are? I take that back. You see how dumb you all are behaving? I didn't mean to say how dumb she is. But do you see how dumb you all are behaving? This is I'm in the twilight zone. They have you practicing in a community center before your playoff game. And you're mad because someone online, some troll online, sent mean tweets to you. Get over it. Get over it. And worry about the real things. Like the fact that no one cares so much about you practicing, they told you to get off the court. Chuck E. Cheese and this birthday party is here. Move. Seriously. Alyssa Thomas isn't the only one joining in on the party. Brittany Griner had this to say about the big, bad, mean Caitlin Clark fans.
So we're close. We're real close. I know I feel my body feels better. Felt better about the game, but it's not that 2021. No.
How do you feel about what has happened over the past year with the W since you first came in to where it is now? And obviously the game has grown and there's new fans, but do you appreciate the new fans without all the noise that's come
with them? I appreciate the new fans that sit there and yell racial slurs at myself, my teammates, and the people that I play against, because those might be opponents, but those are friends too. They don't deserve that. So I don't appreciate the new fans. I think it's okay to do that. But I do appreciate the new fans that respect the game, that are here to grow our league. Bringing people may have not ever watched the to a WNBA game, so we can grow more fans. I do appreciate them. I appreciate the players that came in, and that are coming in with the spark that they have playing at the level that they're playing at. We need more players coming in ready to put on a show and ready to give a good product, so we can keep growing each year. I'm happy about where the game is now versus when I came into the league.
I don't know if Brittany Griner is still smoking whatever drugs that she was trying to smuggle out the country. I don't know if you're suffering from, the time that you spent in prison from trying to smuggle drugs and you're still doing them. Don't know what's happening. Brittany Griner, you are 7'2", 250 pounds. Who's bullying you? Who's bullying you? I think this is a Caitlin Clark smear campaign. You all are so mad. You all are so mad. I'm trying to pull up her picture. I'll come back to it. You all are so mad that this girl came to the league and took all the attention, and it hurts y'all's black hearts. It hurts so bad. She's white and she's straight, but you can't say she's overrated because she's bust all of you. She's bust all of you. If her coach wasn't so terrible and she didn't have compromised teammates, Caitlin Clark would be still further in the team or in the playoffs. But y'all are so mad that this straight white girl came to your league. Y'all say this is our league. It's no room for this in our league. She came to your league and took over. That's what you're mad about. So you try to smear her name under the disguise of these new fans. They're just so mean. They're so mean. They're yelling racial slurs. They're throwing burning crosses at us. They're throwing nooses at us. Shut your pie hole. You shut your pie hole. Toughen up. This is sports, Brittany. You're one of the biggest people in the world, and you're telling me some online trolls have your boxers in a bunch? My goodness. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. They're just so mean. There's no place for this in our league. This is sports. This is sports. You have another WNBA journalist. Again, this is an agenda that's being pushed. This is a Caitlin Clark smear campaign. That's all it is. There's an agenda being pushed. You have WNBA media tweeting this out. Over 5 million views. 5 million views. She tweets, I'm at the Sun Fever game and the vibe is horrendous. The woman behind me was mocking Dejanay's eyelashes and only stopped when my partner turned around and told her to stop being racist. There's a man in a MAGA hat. Then there's this woman in Ben Nell's shirt and cartoonishly fake nails. What are we gonna do? They're taking over our league. So I went on. She ended up tweeting, I'm going to write about my experience at the game. I went and read it. I said, I have to read this mess. I have to read this mess. One, you all sound like a bunch of soft losers. Throw you back in the locker and shut up. This is a troll. This is what sports fans do. They troll each other. I know you're not used to having fandom, but that's what happens in sports. Have you been to a college football game? Have you ever been to a college football game? Have you ever been to an NFL game? What's that quarterback, the creepy one, the pervert, who was got caught up with all his massage therapists? What's the quarterback's name? I think he plays for the Bears or Browns or something. I don't know. That's men's stuff. But I remember when it got out about him that he was weird. He had all these allegations against him. Guess what people started doing? They were calling him all kind of perverts and getting jerseys and shirts made. That's what happens in sports, Frankie. Fire her. Get her out of here. They're the big, someone had on a MAGA hat. So what? So what? Would you be offended if somebody had on a Kamala Harris hat? You're not offended then. People can wear what they want. So what? Shut up. Shut your pie hole. Move. What a loser. Deshaun Watson, that's his name. They made fun of him all year. That's what happens in pro sports. This is America. People can say what they want. Deal with it. Someone had on a MAGA hat. So if you go to the mall or you go to the grocery store and you're grocery shopping and someone has on a MAGA hat, do you run out the store? This is the real world. This isn't some random person. She works for the WNBA. She's a media journalist. She's a loser. She's a loser. You all sound like losers. And again, this is a Caitlin Clark smear campaign. I went on to read her article, and she talked about, and I'm summarizing, but she basically said, you know, the WNBA games used to be family-friendly events. Me and my partner would go, and it felt like pride. Now it just feels like there's so many racist people around, and I just feel so unsafe. I felt so unsafe when I was there. Well, then don't go back. Don't go back, Frankie. If it's so bad and so unsafe, watch it in your closet. Watch it in your closet. You are a loser. You're basically upset because this isn't pride with a little bit of basketball action on the side. It's a sporting event now. People talk mess. They troll. They wear what they want. That's what happens at sporting events. You've never been? Go somewhere else. Go. Take all the go. We're losing our league. Good. Seriously. Thank you for the super chat, Sade. Y'all stink. All of you, you stink. We're losing our league. I swear, these WNBA fans who have been around, the journalists, this is real life revenge of the nerds. I'm telling you, the WNBA audience, the old audience, with a few exceptions like myself, the old audience has been a home where nerds and misfits and losers can go and just be free. And now the league is turning into an actual real sporting event in real life, and they can't handle it. They're losing their minds. We're being No, someone just trolled you during the game. They probably said, hey, Brittany, you're not that good. You're not. Seriously. Deal with it. Trolls come in sports. It happens. Loser. These people get on my nerves. They drive me crazy, y'all. I swear. They drive me crazy. I cannot stand a victim. Woe, it's me, a victim. If you could turn victim into a beverage, they would drink it every day. Every day. They fill it up in their coffee pots. Victim, victim, victim. Got my morning cup of victim. They'd order it at a bar. Let me get 2 victim shots. Chill. Tahini on the rim. Goodness gracious. Get out of my town. This is our WNBA now. You losers leave. He had on a mega hat. Who cares? Shut your pie hole. Seriously. So again, I think all of this outrage is fake. You guys just hate Caitlin Clark. You can't talk about her as a player, so you're going to associate her with racism, sexism, homophobia. Everyone is so mean because of Caitlin Clark. Just say you're mad that she's here. Mind you, I've talked to multiple people, and some of the WNBA supporters have messaged me telling me, WNBA, W360 supporters have messaged me telling me, went to the game, talk about how much fun they have. People have told me that none of this stuff go on at Indiana games. None of it. This stuff is a facade. Seriously, even with how bad NaLyssa Smith plays, none of the fans are yelling stuff at her. It's a sporting event. Indiana Fever, before I move on, guys, make sure you are shopping. Go to www.shopthew360.com. Get your White Jesus shirts, okay? Get your Shut Your Pie Hole merch. Get your merch, guys. I really appreciate it if you support. Get your merch. Get your merch. Please, please, please allow at least 5 to 6 business days for processing. There is a high demand, and it's coming through the site, so I'm trying my best, getting through the orders. I am so grateful, okay? Your orders will be shipped out next week if you have ordered, and if you're ordering now, they'll be shipped out next week, okay? Shop the W360.com. Now, Indiana Fever had their exit media interviews today. And of course, White Jesus. Jay Chitty says, got my Shut Your Pie Hole shirt just now. Hey, thank you so much. Shout out to Lauren. She sent me a picture of her in the merch. Guys, shoot me a picture. I don't care if it's an email or DM me or tweet me. I want to see the merch when you get it, okay? So thank you so much. Sade says, I wore my shirt to the bar and people went nuts. That's hilarious. Yes, so Indiana Fever, they had their exit interviews today. And of course, Caitlin Clark has to be Caitlin Luther King. She has to be Caitlin Luther King because she's supposed to stop all of world's problems. That's what you're supposed to do, White Jesus. You have to solve all of the world's problems. What do you think? You're just here to play basketball? You got to solve the world's problems too. So Caitlin Clark had this to say when they asked her about her big bad media or her big bad fan base and her fans that are sending mean tweets. She had this to say.
James and Chloe.
Caitlin, when your head coach came out with a statement today saying she announces all the racism that some people have felt in this league, players, trolls.
You can tell right here. Look at her face. You can tell she's thinking to herself, here we go again.
When your head coach came out with a statement today saying she announces all the racism that some people have felt in this league, players, trolls online, all those things, as one of the biggest stars in this league, what are your thoughts on the things not only your teammates have to endure, but just the entire league?
Look how she's blinking. Look at her face.
And obviously, you've spoken on this before, but just now that your coach and your GM are talking about it as well.
Yeah, it's definitely upsetting. I don't think nobody in our league should be facing any sort of racism, hurtful, disrespectful, hateful comments and threats. Those aren't fans, those are trolls, and it's a real disservice to the people in our league, the organization, the WNBA. But there are a lot of really good fans, whether they've been fans for 20 plus years or whether they're new fans in our league. I think continuing to uplift this league in a very positive light is the best thing that we can do, because there are so many great players, there's so many great teams, there are so many positive storylines that can be written and celebrated. And for me, that's why I became a fan of this league, is these people were my idols. I grew up wanting to be like them. So I think continuing to uplift and represent this league in a positive way is the best thing that we can do.
Chloe.
What an amazing answer. What an amazing answer. Damn. Yeah, I don't like anyone getting bullied, but guess what she said though? One thing that stuck out to me. There's so many amazing players and stories that you can talk about. The media, you guys are the one platforming the trolls. You're the one platforming the trolls. Talk about the players. Talk about their stories. But no, it's the WNBA journalists like Frankie and other Shanae. Now y'all are on ESPN putting out a statement. We don't condone racism. We don't this and that. And you're not even talking about the game coming up on Sunday. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. I haven't seen not any conversation about Asia Wilson. She plays on Sunday. New York and the Aces play on Sunday, but you guys are still talking about Caitlin Clark. She's eliminated. Seriously. Why not ask her, are you excited for the upcoming games? Or here's a question for all of you journalists out there like Frankie, the loser. Here's a question. How have you been, Caitlin? How have you handled the racism that you've experienced from your own employer? How have you handled the racism that you experienced from the WNBA and their players? How has it been for you? How have you handled it? Caitlin's mental health doesn't matter. It's sad. No one has ever asked. How are you holding up, Caitlin? And that's why I said it on the last episode. People were mad about it. I don't care. That's why I say Caitlin Clark, white Jesus, I can't wait until one day she tells all of you to kiss her white ass. No one asked. Her life doesn't matter, I guess. Doesn't matter. Her feelings don't matter. Because she's white and she's straight. That's it. That's all. That's all. No one cared that Antonio Brown called her Mel Gibson. No one cares that they call the Caitlyn, the KKK fans, Caitlyn Clark Clan. No one cares about any of those memes. No one comes out and say anything about that. You all are quiet than a church mouse. Seriously, you all are losers. Seriously, this has to stop. Now here at the W360, we're calling on it to stop. I'm going to start my own protest. Stop hating white Jesus. Stop the hate. Stop the hate. Stop the hate. Seriously, this has to stop. How far is this going to go? It has to stop now. I tell you all to shut your pie holes and stop it. We're sick of it. J Cash says, people have been saying she only gets attention because of her white girl privilege. I mean, come on. Not because she's broken records longer than a CVS receipt. Disregard that. Disregard that when she played in college, they had to move her games to a football stadium and it was still sold out. Disregard that. People only like her and the media only props her up because she's white. Shut your pie holes. Stop the hate. Stop the hate. Stop the hate. I'm starting my own protest. I am. I'm starting my own protest. Seriously. So to put a button on that, yeah, this is a Caitlyn Clark smear campaign. This is the only way they can get to her. This is it. Can you control your mean trolls on Twitter? You have families coming out to the games now. You have husbands and wives coming to the games and bringing their kids. Look what you started, Caitlyn. You're selling out game after game. You have millions of people watching us now. No! Frankie the loser. Frankie the loser. Millions of people are watching us. What's happening to our league? Look at all the streets. They're here. The families are here. No. The kids that used to get thrown in a locker. I'm gonna leave that alone. Yes, so great answer, White Jesus. I think, after that answer, White Jesus, maybe racism across America will stop now. Only left to be seen. Maybe everything will go back to rainbows and leprechauns and four-leaf clovers because that's what life is. Rainbows, leprechauns, and four-leaf clovers. And now Caitlyn Clark and her big, mean fans are here in the league, ruining it. Seriously. We're activists. We stand for what's right. Well, why don't her life matter? Caitlin's feelings matter too. Why aren't you all writing your articles about that on your dirty little MacBooks in your closet? Why won't you write that, Frankie the loser? It's got to be tough being Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Luther Clark, Caitlin Luther King. I mean, where do you want her to go next? They asked Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler, how do you all feel about the big mean fans and all of the racism and sexism happening around the WNBA? How do you all feel? This is what Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler had to say.
And if you've seen any of that firsthand.
No, what was the comments?
Oh, Alyssa Thomas came out and said that the Fever fan base was racist.
I mean, we can't control what someone else says. Like, for the more like,
I think that for us, we err on the side of professionalism in a lot of different ways, and we can only control what's in our organization within our people. And that, I mean, me personally, we don't condone those kind of things. No matter what color you are, whatever you carry or possess. I think for us, we focus on the basketball part. And I think that she may have had experience that we may or may not know on her own. But I don't think that, that should be labeled on us 12 or our, who we try to represent for ourselves. And so, I respect her comment and what she has to say, but I don't think it has anything to do with us,
Yeah, and also to piggyback on that, like, we don't condone any of those things. For the more, eyes been on us since C got drafted. So for us, our ears been blocked out longer than most people, if that make any sense. So, like I've said a comment before, like, it's a lot of things that try to come in this building and to pull us apart that we just didn't let. However, we probably got it too, we just don't care about it, because what's important is this organization and us winning games, and that's what we did. So, but for the most part, we don't condone that. I don't care about it, because there's a fan who probably sitting on the couch doing nothing, so I don't care.
Look at how this team answers the troll questions. They basically said we kept the main thing the main thing. It's a lot of new eyes on us. Yes, it's going to be people that have things to say, but we focused on basketball. Erica Wheeler's right. She's absolutely right. I don't care. Excuse me. I don't care. I mean, that's just what it is. It's probably somebody on their couch. Exactly. Brittany Griner. Why don't you look at Erica Wheeler, how they're handling it? Kelsey Mitchell said, yeah, I mean, they basically said in so many words, yeah, that's trolls. I've said on this broadcast, after many games, and said Kelsey Mitchell, basketball IQ is in the gutter. She picked it up and proved me wrong. See? Aaliyah Boston ran like she had mud in her shoes, but she picked it up and proved it wrong. They just keep hooping. Just hoop. Just hoop. But you guys are going to your phones after the game. Oh my God, someone sent this to me. Oh my God, they're sending me mean tweets. Shut your pie holes and grow up. They couldn't have answered that question any better. Erica is fine. Erica couldn't be happier. Erica's making over $200,000 to be a cheerleader on the bench. She's fine. You think Erica's going to go in here? You think she's complaining about life right now? No. She's made herself a fan favorite. Indiana Fever fans love her. Good for Erica. Good for you, Erica. You did good, Erica. You did good. You're smart. You played you're smart. You're smart. You think Erica is going to complain and say, yeah, there's no place for this in our league, the homophobia, the racism? She don't care. She don't care. The memes, oh my God, the memes are sending us memes. No, Erica's looking like, man, I'm making $200 and some thousand and ain't got to start and play. I'm straight. People love me. Kelsey Mitchell, I've been here for 10 years. We ain't never made the playoffs. I made the playoffs. I'm fine. I'm not clocking in a cubicle every day. Nothing. I get to just hoop and play basketball. They appreciate their privilege and what they have here. You think Brittany Griner would be way more appreciative? How many felons get to make the money that Brittany Griner makes to be a mediocre biggest basketball player in the league? Not many. Brittany's the only one. After you got out of prison for smuggling drugs, but you're mad because someone said, hey, Brittany, you suck. Losers. 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 Someone said, I was sorry. I don't like the new fans. Brittany sitting in this press conference, I don't like the new fans because they're yelling racist things to me. Shut your pie hole, Brittany. You should just be happy to be playing. Go back to Russia and play, Brittany. Go back to Russia and play. Maybe they were nicer to you there. That's what you should do, Brittany. You should go back to Russia and play where they're nicer to you. You don't have to deal with the big, bad, mean fans of Caitlin Clark. You should go to Russia. I'm sure they'd be glad to have you. Go play over there again. Just leave your drugs in America. Seriously. I'm just saying. Now, as many cameras are around, everyone in America has this thing right here. Right here. If people were yelling so much racism and homophobic things on the court to you guys during your games, don't you think people would have a video on the internet of this? Especially you, Frankie. Where is she? Frankie. When you were at the game with your partner and you felt so unsafe and, the big bad MAGA hat people were there and it was just a horrible experience. Why didn't you capture any video of what was going on during the games? And say, hey, this is what's being yelled towards the players during the game. You know why you did it? Because it wasn't happening. Frankie the loser. But I'll tell you what we did see. We saw a fan getting checked because white Jesus was being harassed by a fan in real life. All these things that you guys are claiming that you're going through is actually happening to Caitlin Clark. And she has yet to complain. Dave Sulky, I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name, says, I don't even see a red hat. Thank you for the super chat, Charlie. Charlie says, CJ, you are amazing. Wish you were on every day. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah, this is all a bunch of baloney. This is all a bunch of baloney. You're just mad. All of you are mad because you're looking at the future and you're seeing what's about to happen. This isn't going to be your little well-kept little secret of a league where all you guys can do is just hoop and hump. Humping and hooping. And play basketball on the side, and no one really cares because no one's really watching. But we get to drink the victim juice and say, people watch us, please. No one's watching us. All that at the same time, you just got your hooping and humping with a little basketball on the side. You all were just free and living life. Now the WNBA is being prioritized as a real league now. And you all are upset. You're losing your minds. Go find somewhere else to congregate. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Cindy says, I wish CJ would do a big seminar on how to host a show. Thank you. I wouldn't know what to say. This is a live show. All of this is off the dome, guys. I'm telling you, this is a live show. This is a live show. And to be completely honest with you, I didn't even feel like getting on camera today. Just being 100% transparent, I did not feel like doing the show today. But, you know, you got to work. Gotta work. So I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you. What is next? NaLyssa Smith. NaLyssa Smith put out a tweet. I don't even think it was 24 hours after the loss. I don't even think it was 24 hours after the loss before NaLyssa Smith put out her tweet. And that's fine, NaLyssa. We've been hollering for you to get out of my town. We've been hollering. Been asking you to get out of town. Nonetheless, she put this tweet out. Let me pull it up on my phone because if y'all been following me, y'all know my eyesight, my vision is horrible. She said, well, one, I could have never imagined my third year to go like this. LOL. That's right, NaLyssa. It's funny. It's funny. We were laughing at you too. We're laughing at you too, NaLyssa. I could have never imagined my third year to go like this. LOL. But I know there's a lesson in every loss. The love I have for my teammates will forever be unmatched. The amount of times y'all picked me up and just brightened up my day by just making they have to do something about these kids in school nowadays. They have to. Brightened up my day by just making me laugh when y'all knew what I was going through is why I consider y'all my family. And I thank y'all every day for that. 2, I've never questioned my basketball abilities in my life. Because I know I'm good enough and I know I belong. Do I have shit to improve on? Absolutely. Now, listen, you have a world of things to improve on. I just want to tell you that. I'll never be perfect, and y'all shouldn't expect me to be perfect, but I'll always work to be as close to perfect as I can be. That's the thing about me is regardless of all the I went through, it never stopped me from working because I know who I am. 3, My family, I thank y'all every single day for the long talks, the long messages, hearing me out and giving me a shoulder to cry on without judgment, because y'all know who I am as a person and not just as some basketball player. Even though y'all pissed me off every day because I told y'all to get the hell off social media. LOL. I know it was never out of spite and was y'all just trying to protect me and show the world who I am. 4, Tubbs, you've been my biggest supporter through these rough times and always reminding me that I'm loved and that you care about me as a human being. Thank you for always being in my corner and hearing my rants after games and just letting me vent and get shit off my chest and always reminding me who the F I am. LOL. YK, what do the kids do? Oh, you know. Okay. This is her official announcement after the game. YK, or that means I love you regardless of how they try and spin it. You know we locked in 4L. That's for life. 5, Shard and Queen, my dogs, my family. Thank you for always checking in with me and making sure I'm straight. Shit may seem small, but it really means the world. And I'm grateful to have y'all in my life. 6, my fans. Thank y'all for seeing the good in me and always having my back on social media and making me feel loved when y'all see me. There was so much negative, but so much more positive. Regardless of anything that happens in my future, I hope y'all continue to rock with the kid. All I ever wanted to do was just hoop and hump and show. No, I'm playing. She didn't say that. All I ever wanted to do was just hoop and show the world who I am. But trust me, y'all will see. Then she says, number 1 out. Then she put a picture here. I don't, of course, that's the whole thing. You guys can't see it on the screen, but she put a picture of her laying down with the peace sign like this. So, in the exit interviews today, they asked her about this tweet. They asked her about the tweet. Now, anyone with a brain can see and read that tweet. When you finally get through it, you read it and you say, oh, this is I'm out of here. That's what this means. That means I'm out of here. This is what NaLyssa Smith had to say.
NaLyssa, how did you personally deal with the hate, the racism, the attention, scrutiny, and then also just navigate that to go out there and hoop?
And hump.
I feel like I'm the type of person where I just be putting like a lot of stuff to the side and try to keep like the main thing. So I don't be trying to get too like deep into like the other side of things, because I know at the end of the day I'm just, I'm here to play basketball, and it's also like, there's only so much you could say when you're here.
Chloe and Christine.
Yeah, NaLyssa, that post, it kind of seemed like it was a goodbye post to the Fever. I know you have a year left on your contract, but do you anticipate parting ways with the Fever this offseason?
I've been hearing that a lot, but I didn't think it was a goodbye. It was more so just like, me appreciating all the people that did help me get through this season, and just helping me keep my mental health on straight. I just put like, I don't know what the future holds, because in this league, so many players jump around, get traded, get waived, get this, get that. So it's like, I could have said the same thing last year, this year. I don't know what my future holds. So.
Oh, NaLyssa, please. NaLyssa, please. Miss me with the baloney. NaLyssa, please. Stand on what you said. Stand on it. You're ready to get out of Indiana. Trust me, the door is open. No one's begging you to stay. No one is saying we hope we get NaLyssa Smith back next season. No. No, you can stand on what you say, NaLyssa. It's 1 year left in your contract. Honestly, I don't think they could trade NaLyssa for a bag of chips. But if she can be traded for at least some future picks or for a better guard, if they can't trade her, release her. Waive her. Wave like Forrest Gump on the boat. You're waived, NaLyssa. You don't have to sit up here and say, no, I could have said that. You didn't say the same thing last year. You didn't. Just say it. You'd rather go be with Dejanay. I wouldn't be so. I'm shocked that she was at the exit press conferences. I thought she would be at Connecticut practices, just getting some runs in with them. Seriously. And again, NaLyssa, I don't know if you will be a good fit on a team because you're compromised. You can't see left to right. You don't know if you're running or wherever you're going when Dejanay is playing. Who's going to pick you up? You might as well put in your contract clause or put a clause in your contract. Look, if you take me, just don't play me when we play Connecticut. Go ahead and let me sit those games out. Other than that, that's all I want. That's all I need. Just sit me when we play Connecticut. I give you everything I got. It ain't much, but I give you everything I got in all the games. But when we play Connecticut, I just can't quite do it. I can't do it against Connecticut. All right, I'm sorry. My head's gone. I can't think straight. Put that in your contract. Hopefully they can trade her away. Get out of my town. I mean, my goodness. And then she's putting herself out there like a victim. Did you guys catch that? When she said, you know, if I'm allowed to say something and this and that. You shut your pie hole, NaLyssa. You stunk. You were stinky. A stinky, dirty diaper. You were, NaLyssa. Again, I don't even think anyone cares as much about this. No one really cares. I personally don't. But when it's affecting the games and you all are in the playoffs and you can't even start because you're the best matchup against Alyssa Thomas, but we can't start you because you can't think straight when y'all play Connecticut, that's where the problem starts and ends right there. Get NaLyssa out of Indiana. Everyone keeps hollering, free NaLyssa, and it's crazy because the teams that you all root for won't even take her. Seriously. I know, NaLyssa. You know, I know you think that your brother seems like a lovely guy. If you guys are locked in on Twitter, she has a brother who's very vocal on Twitter. Understandably, is biased, roots for his sister. Not, you know, he roots for his sister. What's his name? Rodney? Roots for his sister, not mad at it. Any relative would. You know? But NaLyssa, I think you have some hard truths to face in the offseason. You have to realize that you can't shoot. It's knuckleballs. You can't shoot. You're not aggressive when you go to the rim. You can't hit free throws. And you can't guard a wall. I know, you was the number 2 pick and all of that. I get it. NaLyssa, you did good in college. I know. Everyone's telling you you was the number 2 pick and this and that, but you just lost your juice. You lost your juice. You need some secret stuff. But they was drinking in Space Jam. The secret stuff, you need some secret stuff, NaLyssa. Your talent went away like it did in Space Jam with the Monstars. Seriously, and I think if you go back and look at previous episodes, we're upset, NaLyssa, because you have so much potential. So much potential, but your focus is on humping. That's where your focus is. Your focus isn't on hoops. Your focus is on humping. You just want to hoop and hump. That's it. Yellow HBK, you don't have anything else to do. Nothing. You don't have anything else to do. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. Why aren't you out taking someone on a date or something? You're literally on a Friday night watching a show that you don't like. You're a bigger loser than Frankie. You're a loser. You're online harassing people that you don't know because they're watching a show that they enjoy. And you're sitting somewhere just typing away. Go do something. It's Friday night. These people are spending their Friday nights watching a show that they like, that they can laugh at and be entertained by. You're spending your Friday night watching someone you don't like? You are a loser. Loser. You're a loser, my guy. Girl, he, she, they, them, we, whatever you are. One thing is for certain is that you're a loser. You see how you handle trolls, Brittany? You laugh at them. They're losers. They're losers. Brittany, Alyssa Thomas, Frankie, you laugh at trolls. Like, what is his name? Yellow HBK. They have nothing else to do. They're losers. You're going to let them upset you? No. Now look at you, Yellow HBK. You got 450 people laughing at you. They're laughing at you. Go find something to do. It's a new movie out. Should be. Go grab a drink at a bar or something. Get off of YouTube watching shows and women like myself that you don't like. Loser. Seriously. My goodness. What a loser. Life has to suck. I don't think I have ever. I promise you, I do not watch people I don't like. If I find you boring, if I just don't like you, I don't watch. Ever. I don't hate watch people. I don't get it. I don't hate watch people. Ever. Especially on a Friday night. Seriously. Sheryl Swoopes. Sheryl Swoopes visited Angel Reese on her podcast. Now, looks like she's having a change of heart. She actually has some good things to say about Caitlin Clark. Still find it a little bit weird, but I'm going to share what I pulled 2 clips from the podcast, and I'm going to share it, and let's come back and talk about it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Lawrence, thank you for the 50. I appreciate it so much, Lauren. Thank you so much. Lauren is a day one, guys. Like, when I say Lauren was watching this show when it first started, and I think it was only like 8 people watching, Lauren was one of the 8. So, Lauren, I appreciate it. This is how you know your show is taking off. Congrats, you have trolls. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat, Lauren. I am forever grateful for you. Thank you. Let's take a look at what Sheryl Swoopes said on Angel Reese podcast. Where are we at? Here we are.
And today I have 2. I am going to...
Actually, let's start
when you
with
say
this
Angel
one.
Reese and Caitlin Clark, people are like, oh my goodness, they don't like each other, so let's see what this is about.
Yeah.
So when you say Sheryl Swoopes, Caitlin Clark, it's like, oh my goodness, Sheryl doesn't like her, so let's see what this is about. All of that's stupid to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not true. It's all stupid. Like, when I look at the number 22s in the league, like I was 22, Asia's 22, Caitlin's 22. Like, those are some hell of a good number 22s.
Period.
And we're all a part of the Nike family. It just, like, a lot of the stuff that people are trying to say is there, it just does not exist.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I
It's
really
tired.
am. And I can only imagine that she has to be tired of it as
Yeah.
well. There was nothing there. It's the only time where I made a mistake talking about Caitlin and what she's done was on the podcast back in February that I apologize for. But it's like, nope, you hate her.
Yeah.
And today, I have 2. I am going to give Caitlin Clark her flowers. Yes, I said that.
Oh my God.
No. But, and I'm not going to put it together. I'm going to give Caitlin her flowers because I think what she has done coming into this league absolutely has brought more eyes, whether you like them or not, but has brought more eyes, more marketing. Like, people just want to watch the game and they want to talk about it. Even those that don't know anything about it, they talk about it. And I'm not going to give Caitlin her flowers without giving you your flowers.
Thank you.
And I heard you gave me my flowers. Oh, I'm going to cry. Excuse me. I heard you, while I watched the episode, when you gave me my flowers. Excuse me. And I got a little emotional. So I'm also going to return this to you, one, because you deserve it.
Thank you.
As a Black woman, to watch you walk in your truth, regardless of what everybody says, how they feel. Perfect name for this podcast. I love how you just keep proving them wrong. You just keep being you. You're just so beautiful while you do it.
Thank you.
And I'm just so proud of you.
I'm crying.
So I'm going to give you your flowers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lord, they on there crying. They on there crying and stuff. So Sheryl Swoopes gives Caitlin Clark White Sheezes her flowers. But, you know, she said, I'm do it separately. I'm giving Caitlin Clark her flowers for what she brought to this league, etc., etc. The only thing I still think Shirley is missing is that Shirley, this didn't come out of nowhere. This was you, Shirley. This was you. You went on Gilbert Arenas' podcast repeatedly and tried to minimize White Jesus and what she was doing in the league. Just admit it, Shirley. Just admit it. Now you don't have a choice because everything Caitlin Clark has done has superseded expectations, and you look kind of dumb. You and the rest of the haters. So I know it's the end of the season. It doesn't matter that they didn't get past round 1. You all thought that White Jesus was going to take 3 and 4 years to do what she did in 3 and 4 months. Shirley, no, you're getting emotional. You want to give Angel Reese her flowers and Asia Wilson her flowers, and it just hurts your black heart to have to say, I'm going to give Caitlin Clark her flowers. You don't have a choice. And she's doing everything she's doing while wearing your number. You don't have a choice, Cheryl. At this point, I think you're realizing, dang, I mean, I am looking kind of crazy. I am looking kind of crazy to keep talking about this girl. I mean, she is outplaying damn near everyone in the league. Going against the grain, not looking very smart. Get on the team. Caitlin Clark, White Jesus is here. Deal with it. Deal with it. She's here. She's not going anywhere unless one of you try to hurt her. But surely, I guess, thank you. Thank you for giving Caitlin Clark, White Jesus, her flowers. Wish you would have done it when it mattered, but I guess seriously. I haven't watched this. I haven't watched the entire show. I may watch it. A few of my girlfriends hit me up, and they're like, you know, you gotta go watch Sheryl Swoopes on Angel Reese podcast. And I was like, girl, what are they talking about? Besides Caitlin Clark, you know. But I did hear from a few of my friends that they say it was actually a good episode, you know. So I may check it out if I don't have anything else to do. I may check it out. But nonetheless, I guess that was okay to hear. But I think Sheryl has to realize this isn't some made-up construct that's just going around the internet. Sheryl Swoopes hate Caitlin Clark. Sheryl, you contributed to that. It was you, Sheryl. White Jesus has said nothing about you. Nothing. She gave you your praises. You have been the one. You have been the one that kept this going. And it blew up in your face. All of it is blowing up in your faces. Y'all thought Angel Reese was going to come to the league. You put all your chips on Angel Reese coming to the league and it being a close Rookie of the Year race. And Caitlin Clark took off like a NASCAR. So now you're looking and you got egg on your face. So now you got to say, you got to say it now. But thank you. Sure. Thank you. Seriously. Thank you for the super chat. Show your White Jesus shirt. Guys, www.shopthew360.com. Get your merch. This is the latest drop on the merch. White Jesus shirts. I'm wearing it right now. I'll show you guys the shirt. White sheezers, 100% cotton. You order your shirt and you wear it proudly, okay? Wear your shirt proudly. Let people know the shirt sold out the first night that it dropped, but I have restocked the site, okay? Message me, shoot me an email separately. If you don't see your size, like if there's youth sizes or bigger sizes, message me separately and we'll see what, I'll see definitely what I could do. Thank you, RC, for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the donations, guys, and I appreciate everyone that's supporting the show. These donations means more than you know. For everyone that keeps saying, oh, she's doing, these donations, they come in. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's all thank you. Okay. Joe K saw on X all the white sheezers shirts sold out except for the large. Good for you, CJ. Thank you, Joe. Yes, they sold out. And I had to restock the website today. So they are available in smalls, medium, large, extra larges, and 2Xs. I heard y'all. I got the emails. They are available in 2Xs as well. I may add 3Xs to the site. So again, you all can always shoot me an email. That's me in the emails writing you back and with your request. If you don't see a size or, anything like that. So thank you, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay. In addition to what else is going on in the WNBA, my goodness. Website. Yes, guys, it's shopthew360.com, okay? Shopthew360.com. All right, how long have we been? Oh, we had an hour and 30. It don't even feel like I've been on this camera, on this show for an hour and a half. I'm going to wrap up. But we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this because this was funny to me. My goodness, this was funny to me. The WNBPA Association, they are upset. Now, if you guys don't know what the WNBPA Association is, it's basically the players' union for the players. I think Stacey funds it, and it's basically the association to where we stand up for our players. We stand up for each other, right? So, the WNBPA, I thought I put the screenshots up here. Okay. I'll read it. They sent a statement, guys. They made a public statement today. They're upset. Now, you all know, about the Dejanay Carrington and Caitlin Clark thing that took place during the game. Okay? Dejanay hit Caitlin Clark in the eye. And millions of people were saying this was intentionally done. They're saying that she was trying to hate Caitlin Clark. Okay? A reporter asked Dejanay Carrington if she did it on purpose. That's it. They asked her if she did it on purpose. And then Dejanay basically said, no, I didn't do it on purpose. It was a basketball play. The reporter followed up and said, well, again, there's another viral clip. People are saying you were celebrating after you hit Caitlin Clark in the eye. She said, no, we wasn't. That was it. The WNBPA put out a message today. Okay. They said, this is literally, you guys can see it. This is literally released from the WNBPA. This is how it was worded. I'm going to read it to you. This week was dedicated to celebrating and amplifying Asia, Caitlin, Dejanay, and Naphesia for their hard work and truly exceptional performances all season long. We were not going to distract from their successes, nor would we dim the glow of the spotlight that centered them. They have earned that focus and celebration, but we will take this moment now to stand up for them and the rest of our members, every single one of them, because we call BS. Our relationship with the media here it is. To unprofessional members of the media like Christine Brennan, this is the reporter. Mind you, fine reporter, has did an amazing job covering this league. To unprofessional members of the media like Christine Brennan, you are not fooling anyone. That so-called interview in the name of journalism was a blatant attempt to bait a professional athlete in participating in a narrative that is false and designed to fuel racist, homophobic, and misogynistic vitriol on social media. You cannot hide behind your tenure. Instead of demonstrating the cornerstones of journalism ethics like integrity, objectivity, and a fundamental commitment to the truth, you have chosen to be indecent and downright insincere. You have abused your privileges and do not deserve the credentials issued to you, and you certainly are not entitled to any interviews with the members of this union or any other athlete in the sport. Those credentials mean that you can ask anything, but they also mean that you know the difference between what you should and should not. We see you. Our relationship with the media is a delicate one that we continue to strengthen because the media is essential to growing the game. No one knows that better than we do, but the players are entitled to be better. They are entitled to professionalism. We call on USA Today Network to review its principles of ethical conduct for newsrooms and address what we believe is a violation of several core principles, including seeking and reporting the truth. USA Today Sports should explain why a reporter with clear bias and ulterior motives was assigned to cover the league. We also urge the league to review its policies and take measures to prevent such issues, protecting the integrity of the game and its players. The WNBA tweeted this out today, and I think about it wasn't even 30 minutes later. The USA Today said, journalists ask questions and seek truth. At USA Today, our mission is to report in an unbiased manner. We reject the notion that the interview perpetuated any narrative other than to get the player's perspective directly. Christine Brennan is well regarded as an advocate for women and athletes, but first and foremost, she's a journalist. Basically, USA Today said, kiss our ass. Get out of my office. Get out of my office and close the door behind you. No one wants to hear this mess. No one. This was so funny to me when I read this statement. Basically, USA Today said she was being a journalist. She was being a journalist. That's what journalists do. They ask the hard-hitting questions. They seek the She was addressing the elephant in the room when she asked DeJounte, did you poke her in the eye? On purpose. That's only what millions of people are speculating right now. It's a video on Twitter and social media with over 7 to 8 million views of people saying you did this on purpose. That's what journalists do. They ask you about it. Why does these WNBA players think that the media is supposed to be ran differently for y'all? She did what she was supposed to do. She asked, hey, it's millions of people saying you did this on purpose. Did you do it on purpose? DeJounte said no. It was a basketball play. Okay, also, millions of people are saying that you and Marina Mabrey were celebrating. Is that true? She said no. Why would I do something like that? I didn't even know I hit her in the eye. At that point, people can speculate and believe what they want to believe, but Christine did nothing wrong. I'm telling you, these people live in a world with leprechauns and four-leaf clovers and rainbows and unicorns. Just everyone is free and do what they want. That's how media works. You ask the questions about what everyone is talking about. What do y'all want her to ask DeJounte? What brand of lipstick she's wearing? No, we're going to ask, did you do this to White Jesus on purpose? Millions of people think you did. She was well within her scope to ask. Seriously. She did nothing wrong. Justice for Christine. USA Today said, get this off my desk. Get this off my desk. Who's WNBPA? You're looking crazy. I wish that you all would stop embarrassing yourselves. The league altogether, they're crashing out. I thought everybody got what you wanted. You guys wanted the white girl from Iowa out at the playoffs. They lost. But my goodness, it seems y'all love White Jesus. Y'all love her. You love her. Can't get enough. Y'all love White Jesus. It's a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line between love and hate. Ooh, it's a thin line between love and hate for White Jesus. Seriously. Got to get up and get my cup of victimhood. Here I go. Everyone's a victim. Victim, victim, victim. We're being yelled at. Help us. This was so funny to me, guys. When I tell y'all, I had real tears coming out my eyes laughing when I read this post, this statement that USA Today put out. They basically told the WNBPA, hey, take your little statement and shove it up your hiney. Shove it up your hiney. We don't want to hear it. You shut your pie holes. No one cares. No one cares that your feelings are hurt. Get out of my town. Shut your hiney. Shut your pie hole. Shove this statement right up your hiney. Shove it. Seriously. Seriously. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. Everyone's a victim. We're being bullied. Get it out my office. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall, y'all. When the staff got the notice that the WNBPA Players Association are upset because one of your reporters asked Dejanay Carrington about an ultra-viral event that's happening. They're upset. They probably said, tell them to go take that statement and shove it up their hiney and put it in a professional way. What's next? Seriously. This league, man. This league. Any predictions for the upcoming brackets? Yes. I think Minnesota is going to beat what's Alyssa Thomas? Connecticut. I think they're going to sweep Connecticut. And I think New York is going to beat Vegas. I think it's going to be a New York and Minnesota finals. Absolutely. New York and Minnesota finals. I think NaLyssa Collier, and I'll probably go live. Well, I'm going to go live after the game on Sunday. I might. But I think NaLyssa Collier, she's 100% playing out of her mind right now. And I think that she's going to show why she should have gotten just one MVP vote. NaLyssa Collier just had, a 40-point game, another 40-something point. She scored 80 points in 2 games. She's going to show why she should have gotten an MVP vote. And I think Minnesota is going to win it. I do. I think Minnesota is going to win. Minnesota is complete. But I don't know. New York is playing really good. I don't know. Minnesota and New York finals will be a good one. I encourage everyone to watch. That'll be a good one. NaLyssa Collier, she's playing out of her mind. Seriously. C-Dub says, I still like Vegas versus Minnesota finals. I don't think that's what you're going to get. You're not going to get it this year. Also, for the people asking as far as Caitlin Clark, with the MVP, not MVP, she should have been MVP, but the Rookie of the Year, WNBA has not officially announced it, but it has been leaked. There have been credited reporters that have confirmed that Caitlin Clark is the Rookie of the Year. But I am waiting on the WNBA to actually release it. I want to see the votes, and I'm not accepting nothing less. She should be the unanimous Rookie of the Year. But I can't wait to see how they vote. I'm pretty sure it's someone going to vote Alyssa Thomas. She deserves the Rookie of the Year. Everyone, she should get a trophy. She got to get a trophy too. So, WNBA has not officially confirmed that Caitlin Clark is the Rookie of the Year. However, again, it has been leaked on Twitter, online. That she's the Rookie of the Year, okay? Debbie 11, I got my shirt today too. Love it. Yay! You guys, when you get your shirts, send me, tweet me, DM me. I want to see you in your shirts. I definitely want to see you in your merch. So definitely send it to me. Shoot me an email, contact the W360@gmail.com, or send me a tweet. Tweet me and let me know. Follow me on Twitter at the W360_. Okay? The W360_. Follow me. Shop thew360.com. Okay? Shop thew360.com. Cop your white Jesus shirt. I'm wearing it right now. Cop your white Jesus shirt. Also, I have Shut Your Pie Hole merch. I'm going to have some hoodies when the weather change a little bit. I definitely want to do some hoodies. Maybe some joggers, things like that. It's going to be a lot more merch. Shade, you are crazy. So yes, shop the W360.com. Cindy Hudson, CJ do a podcast with Ben Daniels. Y'all tell Ben Daniels to do a podcast. I would be down. Ben Daniels is funny. I like Ben Daniels. I like Ben Daniels a lot. Ben Daniels is hilarious. I love Rose Rants. I like funny people. That's me. Like, everyone has their own way of delivering WNBA commentary, and I respect it. Shout out to everybody covering the WNBA. Love it. YouTube channels that cover the WNBA, we are the new media. So shout out to everybody. I love it. My preference, I love entertaining funny people. I like to be entertained. I'm a comic. So I like comedic commentary. Love comedic commentary. So Ben Daniels is hilarious to me. Y'all say I'm funny. Ben Daniels is hilarious to me. Rose Rants, Black and White Sports 2, funny to me. I love him. He's funny. So if you guys let him know. I am a fan. He don't know my little show. But I like Rose Rants as well. He's hilarious. But yeah, shout out to everyone. Congrats on passing the 5K mark for subscribers. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Love Ben Daniels. I will tell him, yes, let him know. I like Ben Daniels. He's hilarious. Tanya Williams. What's up, Tanya? Tanya says, tell me what you think. What I think about what? Cindy, I think Rose does know your show. Rose has a huge platform. I doubt he knows this. I doubt he know my show. Not yet, probably. Yes, guys. Yes, again, thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope everyone be safe. Take care of yourselves. Listen, to anyone affected by the hurricane, my thoughts and prayers are with you. If you have family members that are affected by the hurricane, my thoughts and prayers are with you. I saw what happened out in Boone, North Carolina at App State. My heart, App State. I'm seeing that it's a lot happening in Florida. I think Georgia is getting a lot of the bad weather or hurricane. So certainly I've checked on my family in Georgia. Check on your families. And if you are affected by the hurricane, my thoughts and prayers are with you guys. Please be safe. Take care of yourselves, okay? Happy Friday. And also, have a good Saturday. It's college football tomorrow, Georgia and Bama, baby. Okay? So enjoy your football Saturday and whatever else you do on Saturdays. Make sure you tune into the games on Sunday. Vegas and New York tip off, I think, at 3 o'clock, my time, Central Time. I think they're on ESPN. So make sure you check it out. I'm more than likely will go live after the game, or I might call the game. But just make sure your notifications are on so you can know when I go live, like today. So make sure your notifications are on. I may do a play-by-play, or I might just go live after the game. Nonetheless, turn on your notifications, okay? Follow me on Twitter, guys. We have so much fun on Twitter. I'm going to be honest. We're chatting all day. So follow me on Twitter at the W360, and don't forget the _. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Have a good night, okay? Until next episode. Peace and soul grease.